But let's talk Cubs and Diamondbacks. You have an opinion on the total in this one, Ross. What are we looking to bet?
I do, Dan, and thank you for asking. The Cubs will go with Clay Holmes on the mound tonight, and the Diamondbacks will counter with Brandon Pfaadt. In Arizona against Clay Holmes, the current roster of the Arizona Diamondbacks, I should say current active roster, just 8 for 37, a 216 batting average against Holmes. So they haven't had a lot of success when facing Clay Holmes. And Brandon Pfaadt, the starting pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks, he's been red hot. He's been really good over his last 10 starts and even better over his last 5, where he's posted a 1.35 ERA, an 0.78 whip, and a 6-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Arizona coming off a 7-0 loss to the Cubs last night, and the Diamondbacks have played 10-1 to the under at home this year after scoring 1 run or fewer in their previous game. The Diamondbacks have also played 5-0 to the under this year at home when facing teams like the Cubs with a win percentage of between 540 and 620. I mentioned Clay Holmes, 12 starts this year, a very good 2.49 ERA, 1.11 whip in those starts. In those games that he started, played 8-2-2 to the under. The Cubs bullpen over their last 6 been really good with a team 1.90 ERA, 0.97 whip. And by the way, the Cubs' current active roster against Brandon Pfaadt, Andy, 14 for 85, a 165 team batting average. That's domination. I like the Cubs and the Diamondbacks to go under the total of 8.5.
I love it, Ross. We're going with an under out of the gate here. Next game we're going to talk about, we got Red Sox and Marlins. And this, Ross, it feels like the gasping breaths of some Marlins playoff push hopes are starting to be dashed, because not only do they lose last night, 4-2, you get the final there. The bigger loss was they could be out without their closer moving forward. So it really feels like you could be in a real heartbreak spot here for the Marlins as they move forward prospectively. How do you see this game shaking out? Do you feel like there's elements of that for this ball club, or are you looking to go the other way? Maybe they win one for the Gipper. What says Ross Benjamin?
Well, you know what? You make a good point about losing the closer, and then also the fact they lost yesterday 4-2, and even more deflating with that loss is they lost with their red-hot ace, Sandy Alcantara, on the mound. So talk about a double dose of injury. We've seen this line go from an opener of 158 to -144, where it currently is. Not sure why, but I'm not buying it. Tyler Phillips, his last 3 starts for the Marlins, uninspiring 4.50 ERA, only averaging 4.7 innings pitched per start, and allowed 3 home runs in those 14 innings pitched. The Marlins bullpen, uninspiring 4.50 ERA as a staff over their last 6, and they only went 1 for 4 on their save opportunities in their last 6 games. So the Marlins bullpen, a little bit of a weakness right now. Although they pitch much better at home than on the road, I still think they're very vulnerable at this time, especially without their closer. And the Boston Red Sox, they've won 4 in a row. They've won 6 of their last 7. They won 35 of their last 47, Dan. You know, I consider that to be hot. What about you? I think so. The Boston Red Sox also, over their last 6 games, really putting together offensively, 5.5 runs scored per game, 295 team batting average, and a 382 on base percentage over their last 6 games. The Red Sox also 18-2 in their last 20 games against teams like the Marlins, who have a winning record, and that includes 7-0 if they played those games on the road. I'm going to take Boston here. I really don't like laying this much juice, but I'm going to make an exception here. I'm going with the Boston Red Sox -144 over the Miami Marlins. Folks, I would go 150 or lower. If it goes over that, what my recommendation would be, if you usually play 150 to win 100 or 151 to win 100, if it goes over that, I would recommend just risking $100 and taking the lower return. So that's my recommendation for that game.
Great breakdown by Ross, the boss, Benjamin Ross. It is $5 Tuesday. Folks can check out your $5 play at your page, wt.buzz/RB. That's not all that they can find over there, though. Correct, Ross?
No, they could. Well, for the $5 Tuesday, by the way, folks, a Major League Baseball 4% top play total going tonight. And by the way, 4% top plays in all sports, 9-0 with my last 9 and 14-3 with my last 17. So not only could you find that, but we've got a lot of good specials going on. We mentioned college football coming up, and it's worth mentioning to me, my fellow handicapper, Ben Burns, myself and Ben have a combo college football NFL package. Folks, over the last 3 seasons, Ben is number 1 in the NFL with his premium picks. Over the last 3 seasons, I'm number 1 in college football with my college football premium picks. Between the both of us, over the last 3 years, we've made over 300 units in net profit. Folks, if you're betting $100 a unit by following myself and Ben, respectively, with our college football and NFL, you made over $30,000. So you can get my college football and Ben's NFL this season all through the Super Bowl and through the national championship game, including 5% best bets for just $8.99. If you just want me for college football, Dan, it's going to cost $5.99. So for an additional $300, you can add Ben's NFL in. But if you just prefer to go with me, I have no qualms with that. Is $599 will get you all my college football premium picks right through the regular season, college football conference championship games, bowl games, playoffs, and national title game, and also includes my 5% best bets, of which in college football last year, I went 13-3, 81% with those plays. And last year, as good as I've been over the last 3 years, Dan, last year was actually the best of the 3, as I went 53-31 with my college football picks last year. That's good for 63.1%, folks, and a net profit of over 75 units. So take advantage of these offers, folks. I mean, again, if you're somebody who's betting college football and betting the NFL and you're doing so regularly, you're not going to get a bigger bang for your buck than my college football annual package or the combo package with me and Ben. So take advantage, folks. You know, spend a little bit of money to make a lot. And for those of you out there who say, I'll never pay a handicapper, well, who are you penalizing? You or me?